And welcome back. So, gonna continue on with this one. Year 5, about halfway through. I don't know if there is like a hard limit of how long you can have a camp for. Typically, there are rewards and various sort of score upgrades you'll see at the end when you I think it's like year 6, year 8, that kind of thing as well. So you can blitz through these to see if you know what you're doing, but generally, so long as people aren't dying, you're doing okay. So that's kidding. So we're just milling along at the moment. Nothing too spooky. It's going to get spookier though. I also realised I'll have to bleed hole there, thank you. It must be perfect. So, Glade events. Not very challenging. Oh look, there's a little box here. I think I can actually open this actually. That we can actually get. Didn't I just send you away? Huh. Oh. Well. Might as well get for the stuff. Don't think I can eke another one out now. That's not so tempting because it's taken us time to produce the trade goods. I've never got need for 3 more. Don't really have much I can sell. I've got no wood. Where's my wood gone? Jesus Christ. Got to check my productions. We'll say no to that a bit. Now, one thing to note with traders before we continue, you can click this button. That will stop all traders from coming up. It will really piss the Queen off, but you get all their goodies. You may also lose civilians. Unless you are very desperate and you wanted to get completely rid of your traders and all this stuff, don't click that button. So, for the small amount of cash here, honestly, I could take the reputation gain here and the 10 amber. But that's not going to give me a blueprint. So I might just keep the goods. Again, no harm done. We're not, like, stealing anything here. I mean, I don't know how they got there. It could just be, you know, maybe there was a settlement here and someone had kept them up for a rainy day. Maybe it was looted from this one. We don't know. I do know. They are now mine. So. And so let's kind of finish up a leave. I don't need any more. Nope. So we go you. Now, for this little go around, we are going to be opening up one of these. Now, so far the Glade events have been fairly tame and all this lot. And you can just go over here now, please. Thank you very much. Actually, got a nice hole there. There you go. So. Essentially, the Glade events so far have been nice, you know, nice. We're just carrying along. No harm, no foul, no problems. Smooth sailing. Ah, everyone's happy. Queen's happy-ish. Getting to the point where this part's getting a little scary, but we're okay. Let's do something silly, shall we? Like, ooh, I don't know that. So, dangerous events come in 2 separate things. You'll have an event which will do something either up until it's worked, or you'll have an event where it will do something after a certain time limit unless you're working it. As or when you start working it, that's when things will start happening, and these things will be heavily dependent on what the event is. The dangerous glaives, they could be anything from, well, let's just say it could be signs of light. It could be literally anything. but it will always provide a problem either to our production chain, our growing periods, or it could be a direct threat to life. So it's always something to consider delaying. Don't go straight into it. But how many lizards do I have? 21. Cool. Thank you. Oh, it's 30 seconds. So yeah, we are going to be playing with fire now, so yeah, sure. More production to a copper ore bars, that's impossible, isn't it? Now that you can get the smelter. Anyway. So we're going to be popping open one of these bad boys. But it could be anything. It could be something that is going to tank our overall resolve. It could be something that slows down our growing speeds. It could even be something that will randomly kill 5 people after a certain amount of time. So make sure that we've got some influx of tools, some influx of material, or anything like that, just to be ready. And also, make sure we've got a couple of spare people. 3 minimum. Because the more people you have, the quicker they can get the goods there, and the quicker they can work the event. Now then, every 5 minutes into education, or protected trade, that's going to reduce our resolve. As you notice, I've got Queen's Impatience of 7, which is taking 105 off that. It's one of those weird things that I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Maybe Queenie's more connected to the storm than we think she is? There's a thought, isn't it? Nah, I'm not just... What do I do? Ah! I'll talk to you in a second about that one. I'm not brewing anything. Village will be 10% quicker. Thank you. Let's just eat these. There are sort of various little bits and pieces that sort of hint that the Queen's more... I mean, if we're going by the fact that she's the only survivor of the storm and now it's sort of getting us to basically work as slaves for her, then that's a little weird, isn't it? But yeah, I'm gonna take this one, please, because we are getting more wheat. Not that it matters, but as I say, tech movers, it is moving faster. Not a problem. We're not that big spread out, so not a problem there. Trappers, campers, nothing nearby. Move over and do that one for me. And we'll move him back and sort that one out when he's finished that one. Almost there. Let's get the rest of the fill up on all our orders. So that's our next blueprint. Oh, we don't have the rain collector. Oh. Where's our planks going? What am I doing? Something's going on here. Well, that's... These are all. So, our planks. Build You heard that noise, right? Oh, hang on, you get more there. Yeah, it's just I'm not producing it fast enough, that's all. No. Yeah. Okay, fine. Now then. Got quite a few here. So, as you see, the Dangerous Glade has a lot more stuff in it. But it also, as the name suggests, has this bad boy. Forgotten Temple of the Sun. Who would worship the sun in a world with so little sunlight? So, threat. In 9 minutes, it was going to completely destroy our goods, amber, and ancient tablets. So, this actually isn't that dangerous. But it is still very annoying, so we're going to test 2 of our lizard boyos. And we're going to use... honestly, the incense on it, yeah. And that, we're going to keep the goods because it gives us the tablets we need to complete the order. Get 200 tablets to complete that order, we get the reputation that way. Because is it gives us 0.5 of reputation, which will tick this bar. If we do it through the order, it gives us 1. So now I have lizard houses here. So what's going to happen is I need 23 of them. 23 divided in half is 20. Well, 24 to round it up is 12. So 12, I need 4. No, I'm an idiot. 12, I need 6. What am I talking about? 24, 12, 6, yeah. Because it's... I didn't have a place to put it anyway, so... Bearing in mind, once I start building these buildings, the lizards will move out of the shelters, so I can start taking shelters down. So... I wish there was a way you can see who's what. Also, I just realised... That'll probably make sense faster. I'll see if I don't know on that. Math is interesting. So it says 2. So it's... Pause it. I need a... See, this is why you have woodcutters. In fact, you can move over here, try and give me some more room down here, actually. I could just stick a half up here and have a lizard quarter up here. We do have a small farm here I can rebuild. Or I can salvage some more parts. Can I move that once I rebuild it? I think I can, can't I? Because there is not good for it. I'll sort that in a minute. We've got 2 orders to complete at the moment. Now, I need 4 tablets. So let's go with the one that's going to give us more material first, which is this one. Not quite yet to our next point. This one we're going to send to the Citadel. Don't need the parts, barrels I can make, pigment I'm not using it, so send that to the Citadel, but it's going to give us our next blueprint. Ah, here we go. So we have a beaver house here, just randomly. I know you can move the beaver houses. I'm going to break it down for the clothing. Clothing improves resolve, I think, generally for all of them. Yeah, everyone likes clothes. So we'll salvage that one. I would like to use tools on them. So the planks ain't got any. For this one, we're using 10 incense in the other one, but we've got 20 there, so we can use it for here as well. And again, we're getting 15 amber, but we're only getting 0.5 reputation, so it's always a good idea. We have an active order. Let's sort the order out. Hello. Do you have tools? You sell tools. I love you. So, also worth pointing out. Actually, let's do that. If I do this, that's 8 amber right there. What's about 6? It's 8 amber's worth of trade. So, if we don't have any need for the tablets, they're pretty good to trade with. I will take your amber actually here. Actually, now how many tools would that be? 8. Sneak any amber in that? No, not that. I pad it up the amber this way. No. Hold it. Tools are pretty expensive. We can make our own, but we need some bits and pieces. That is brilliant. We're not doing enough with the seam arrow. That. Thank you. We don't have a source of seam arrow, do we? No. So, Claver completed. We do have our thing. We do have tools. I don't think we got a brickyard. No, I didn't pick it, did I? That's the one button. Kill. No. Okay. So that's gonna use this one. Luxury goods would be nice, but we do need them. But I can do it for the level workers, and that means I get fabric. Yeah, do the level worker then. Which means once I build this down, I no longer need this. Because the level worker is a lot quicker to build fabric. It's also a laser building too. Which also fits nicely because we've got loyal lizards, so humans are really happy for some reason. And that's closed, isn't it? Yeah. And pie! You see, there's a specialisation for clothes there? That's harpies. So, oops. Water skins, that's 100, I need 100. Honestly, no, I don't need water skins. I'm not using them. Don't need them. I know I can set it up, so fabric. I know I can set it up to go through other things as well. So luxury goods, that's going to be 20 on there. I have no other use for inserts, so let's start bringing up a production chain somewhere else. And food, we've got plenty of food, so yeah. More lizards! I'm biased, shut up. I'm going to salvage that actually. So we've gained reputation, so we're losing impatience. I thought we would have been had a farmer. The hounds. Apologies for getting my hooks. Playing with fire, that's going to give us another knockdown, which is going to give us our last reputation bonus. Let's get the tavern for the sake of it. You know, they've been working hard, you know, they've been here for 7 years. Ooh. Scouts arrival at small farm, that's probably because I can't get the planks. I can go there. Yep, no planks. What are you guys doing? You guys are going to prioritise that. I rarely do it because I shouldn't need to do it. You're a lumber mill, boyos. Make lumber. Jesus. Who'd imagine? Actually, no, we've won. So, once I've handed this in, it doesn't matter what we want, since we've won. Settlement complete. If you played the tutorial... Lizard settlement. Because I've got so many bloody lizards. Yeah. If you played the tutorial, you would have gotten slightly more experience. I skipped through it because I know what I'm doing. So we can continue playing on until we do eventually run out of patience. But the game stops there. So, for instance, we can carry on and complete the map and see how big we can make the settlement if we wanted to do that. But alternatively, we don't need to play that map anymore. We can go play another one. So I may cut this one here after we've talked about the thing. So we're going to go back to the toe. So first real expedition. Basically, if you play the tutorial, once you've done, I think it's 2 towns plus the wipe, which I probably will include in the first video. I haven't actually edited it yet, but we'll get around to that. Discovery is 10 glades. Trading a lot. Completed 5 events. Lot of molar. 40 villagers, no one died. Completed it near the modifier. And it was 75 lizards, so we go back to the world map. That town will actually remain... First time I actually found a world map as well. So that town's going to remain there. If we build close to it, we're not going to get any benefit to it. But it also extends the line of sight we have to someplace else. So we can go over here. Alternatively, I can put this one down here. We can start at a different biome. We also get fertile grounds, which means I know we're going to have a lot more places to plant. So going here and bringing more humans along for the ride will mean that we are going to get a lot more out of our farms because we've got a lot more farms to build. Let's go to the city, however. First off, let's go to RD. Actually, no, let's go upgrades first. So, required level. We will need, so despite the fact we can just get these upgrades, we need to level. We didn't quite earn enough to level. So, yeah, they're going to click that. There we go. Ding, there we are. As well as leveling up, we also unlock various different things. So we can get new citizen upgrades. These here are blueprints we can roll, I think. Essential buildings is stuff that we will always have access to. Building blueprints are stuff that we can roll during the reputation. And these are cornerstones which you can roll at any point through the cornerstone things. So every year we get a chance to pick one of these. So we're going to carry on going through these, obviously, because we've already got them. So again, building blueprint. So we can get mines now. So if we found any sort of thing on the grounds, we can mine it. Mines work a little differently. If we actually get them, we'll show you. Old Farolf is a new trader. So this is our building materials trader. Rich Glades, another cornerstone. Big settlement means we now have a lamp. So done a lot of stuff to make things more pretty. And there's some more levels. And there we are. So that's all sorted. Can we track? Oh, don't need to track them. So, we now completed up to level 4. Now then, we're looking at what we can get. So it's going to be one of these two. We can't get both of them. This one will give us 10% more stuff. So this makes more sense to get this now. Alternatively, if I'm going to an area where I know I'm not going to get enough mining slots, I could, or if I wanted to get bricks quicker, I could start with a chunk of stone or a chunk of clay. However, these are 2 points, if I remember rightly. So we're going to just go for the 10% more resources because, generally speaking, we should be okay. So, let's improve our building. You'll get more of these on the same lines. So, for instance, if I was to jump back to my normal profile, my city's got a lot more stuff in it. So yeah, next time round we will start. I think I'll start it and I'll save it here. We'll start it. We'll start. We won't get too far into it because I don't want to have another hour-long thing and my throat's short as it is. So we're going to start in the Coral Forest. So. Coral Forests. Very weird place. I love these places. So, true source is unknown. It doesn't appear in things, but it's mutated trees. So we get bonus yields from this lot, and we get loads of different trees in it. And we get fertile grounds because of the stuff. As you can see from trees, we can get crystallized dew from trees. We can get meat from trees. We can get stone from trees. It's, yeah. It's always worth having a look around. So, for instance, if I was to back out of this one, choose the Scarlet Forest. There is a different effect that happens in the Scarlet Forest with buried mysteries as the fossils. So we'll get a new office there as well. But, for Scarlet Forest, we can get copper ore from trees. Yeah, like I said, weird, wonderful things are happening in this world. So, yeah. So, now, as I say, we're getting more fertile farms. We won't have access to them straight away. We'll need to open glades up. So, we can start with so we can guarantee ourselves we have humans in the settlement. But we take a hit to our woodcutting. Alternatively, we power on through with 8, and it will just be 8 beavers for the first year, and see what we get from there. We're going to take this one actually, and we'll take all these, and we will set it up, and I will start it again. What do we need to start? Well, we'll start it up. So here we are. It looks a little different. Worms after the rain. So trees cut down. So yeah, so we're gathering nodes from insect nodes during drizzle. If we do it during drizzle, we get more insects. That is just, again, if we it's not worth stopping production and only carrying it on through drizzle, because it's, you know, especially with wood cutting, we need the fire's not going to slow down. So these events don't tend to change much. Leaving darkness we already have. Faint flame, that's going to make any sacrifice drain our resources quicker. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a bugger. So it looks a little different. It acts a little different too. So we just get our basic road. So you know, before we were saying lush trees, well, there's a plate leaf tree, so we got plant matter from it. Crimson Reach tree, we get stone or incense for it. Muscle sprout tree, here's where we get meat from. So there are areas where the trees will be different. Again, this is early access, so there may be some other things happening in the biome as well. Or may not be. So this is going to be our scavenger's camp. That's going to be nice. Look at that. And in fact, that's our only door resource. So that's our only resource. You're always guaranteed to at least start with 2 resources. So then we go straight into our... I am an idiot. It's a camp. There we go. Our 2 woodcutters, which go there and there. And off you go. I always like playing on speed 3. I don't tend to slow it down that much because... To be perfectly honest, most of the stuff I can just pause for. So they're going to build those all up. Going to get 2 people in our camps. And since this is a double one, we get 2 people working. And already got 1 person in there. And now we build our shelters. So 3, 6, 9, 12. And because I like it, we're going to do this. So when I do get enough people here, we can upgrade. Okay, that's because there's no shelters by it. And our cornerstones are going to be lost in the woods. Both require trading. I'll take the one that gives you the tools, however. And I'll take basic logistics for the movement speed buff. These also take wood as well, by the way, so I'll tell you also, we'll also get the makeshift post up as well. So yeah. We'll choose the cornerstone, that's going to be 11 gloves. And the initial blueprints. That's annoying. I'm gonna leave those for a while. Would you guys open that one up, please? Oh, you can reach that one, okay, cool. And that one there. And already the lizard boys are happy. So that's going to give us a nice big boost to our early reputation, which means we're getting our initial blueprints quicker. So, I do still have a spare person there. That's a makeshift post, you idiot. I don't want that. Makeshift trading post is if you start off with anything like the like early delivery stuff and all that lot. That's what that post is for. I wanted the makeshift crude workstation. There you go. I am awake, I swear. There we are. Again, you don't lose anything like that. So there are some buildings where you will lose stuff if you're not careful, but you'll always want it. But as at this point early on in the game, you get plenty of material. That and that. 10, 10, and 10. First glaive is... there's nothing we can do with herbs, though? No. So, scavenger's coming over there. Go to the end of the year, and then we'll start off on the next one. Gold deposits. Cool, we'll talk about that next time. Gonna need more people for that though. And because I know we ain't got the upgrade to the hubs yet, I can see this. So yeah, I do have a source of eggs and lizards, so a chopper's camp would be a good idea. Oh. I have a chance to get crystallized dew from trees, so carpenter's the better pick there. Hope we get brickyard later. And Clovia. Okay. So if you do get a better source of fabric, we can start making clothes. It's just going to help with that. Our resolve. I'll do that. Two more. That doesn't really help me. Get the vision of the flower. And honestly, I'm going to go with a herb garden because I know I can turn roots into flowers. So we do have a root deposit there as well, which is crap. Actually, if I move, that's in range anyway. I could come almost. That's a wood cap's count. Now, if I move you, honestly, it's good. Okay. So yeah, bit of a shorter one. And we push this out the same day. And then, as I say, the next one we're going to have this one to its entirety, I think. And then I may jump ahead onto our main save. I may try and have a go at the... Actually, no. I'll try and have a go at some of the higher difficulties, maybe. So, yeah, we'll leave it there. And we'll come back and sort this lot out when my throat is not sandpaper. So, yeah, see you then.